welcome back to my channel and welcome to our first post review of 2025. Now, if you're new to my channel, which I did get some new subscribers during my daily videos in December, so hello and welcome. But if you are new here, I have a series on my channel that I call Post Review Friday, and not all, but a lot of the Fridays in the year, I share with you guys a recent finish. I talk to you about what I liked, what I didn't like, things that I think could possibly be improved upon, and I just kind of show you my finish. I also talk about the accessories that I used and all of that fun stuff. So today's Post Review Friday will be on my final kit for 2024, which is Cozy Christmas. This is by the artist Rita Konya. It is from Diamond Art Club. It is a 69.9 centimeter by 93.8, and it is a square drill. This one has 58 colors with, what did we have in this one? We had 2 ABs, 1 crystal, and 3 fairy dust drills. Now, I started this one on the 15th of December and I finished it on the 30th. There was a little while there where I did not think I was going to finish this one. If you've been following along for the last few videos or over on Instagram, I was very concerned that I was not going to be able to finish this one, but I did it. So yay for that. So those dates reflect, excuse me, those dates reflect like 15 days, but in reality, there was actually probably like four days in there that I did not diamond paint at all. However, I was off from the 20th of December until today, which for me is the 2nd. So I went back to work on January 2nd. So I had like 12 days, including weekends and holidays and all that stuff. I had a stretch of 12 days off. And outside of like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, I was able to find some pretty good chunks of diamond painting time. So I was able to finish this one. I was really pushing it at the end though. Like I was barely, like I was doing the bare minimum of like housework and stuff to make sure that I was going to finish this one. So I do definitely have some thoughts on this one. I do want to say that this is a newer release from Diamond Art Club. It came out in this, I was going to say this year's, but technically not. It came out in the Christmas 2024 release, where it was mostly Christmas kits. We got a couple of Hanukkah kits, but I want to say that was mid-October, if I'm not mistaken. I picked up 3 kits from that line. I have now completed 2 of them, and I have plans to work on the 3rd one very soon. But this one, I've said this a couple of times, I almost passed on this one because it was so big and it was square drills. And I was just like, you're not going to work on it. You haven't been loving the large kits. You haven't been loving the square drills. Maybe this isn't the one, but there was just a part of me that was like, if you don't get this, you're going to be so upset. So I did end up picking it up, obviously, under the pretense that I would be working on it this Christmas. I was like, you're not going to buy this and it's going to sit in your stash for years to come. You're going to buy it and you're going to work on it. And I did. And I'm so glad that I did because I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. I will go ahead and pop up a full-length image here for you guys so that you can see what it looks like. Obviously all of it in frame and then from a distance. I think, let's just get the rendering out of the way on this one. I think the rendering is fantastic. I really enjoy what this kit looks like when you pull away. You can see all the little individual ornaments. There's a reindeer, there's a sleigh. You can see all the little snowflake ornaments. There's some candy cane ornaments. And I just think that it's amazing. I love the rendering. I think the wood floors came out so nicely. I think the little reindeer slippers came out great. I love the wood of the window seat, like the bottom portion. I just think it turned out so well. The quilt that she has on, the like knee-high wool socks, I guess you would call them. I think the garland at the top of the image, the string lights over the window, even the little village in town, the gingerbread house, like I feel like this one was rendered really, really, really well. A favorite part of mine is definitely the silver, not silver, technically they're clear, the clear crystals, which make a garland, not a garland, tinsel, kind of like a tinsel garland on the tree. I think that that was genius. I loved that. Overall, the image, the rendering, great. Like honestly, no notes for me. I think the way it was rendered was really, really nice. When I unboxed this kit, I had talked about wanting to make the girl a brunette because I have brown hair. Unfortunately, I did not do that. I do wish that I had done it, but I was so nervous about not finishing this one in time that I just went with how it was charted. But I still think that she's really cute. Now, I do have some things that I did not love about this canvas, unfortunately. Should I finish talking about let's finish talking about the things that I did like. This kit was a fantastic mix of color blocking and confetti. Great mix of it. Let me move this around here. And I will bring all of that back. So, I start my canvases in the bottom left-hand corner. So I started down here with the train. So when I talk about there being a great mix of color blocking and confetti, I'm going to show you if I can get the right spots in frame. Okay, so this bottom section here, let's go from the base of the window seat down. This was a ton of color blocking or line blocking. So color blocking, I'm sure most of you know, is when you have a large area of the same color. So for example, the top of the tablecloth, the red tablecloth here, this is made up of 2 colors. Maybe it's 3. Yeah, there's an orange, there's a red fairy dust, and then there's a red. So you can get in with a multi-placer and you can lay all of these pretty quickly. Same goes for the pleats or the bottom part of the tablecloth. Tons of color blocking in that. We did have the addition of the white fairy dust to make the pattern on the tablecloth, but still I felt like this was a really good area of color blocking. Where the wood floor is, line blocking galore. You have 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 or 5 different colors here, but they're all going vertically in lines. So while you might be changing colors somewhat often, you are really working on great size strips of the same color. So if this was your section, right, where the wood is, obviously you have the dog, but you're picking up your few colors and you're able to place a bunch in this area at once, which I love. I love me some color blocking. I also felt like the tree skirt here was a good area of line blocking, maybe a bit more on the confetti side, but definitely line blocking there. And then the wood panels of the window seat, I moved through this so fast because there were just, again, maybe 4 or 5 colors. And if you make this square here, your whole section, you're mostly working with these 4 or 5 shades of brown and you can lay them down pretty quickly. Another area that I was like, okay, I'm gonna move through this very quickly, is actually my last section, and it's this top right-hand corner here. I think my section comprised like the star here and then maybe the end of the garland, but for the most part, this is like 3 colors and I was able to just work that up really, really quickly. You had some other areas of color blocking or line blocking in the bookshelves, in the curtains. Surprisingly, the snowy village was not too confetti heavy. It was definitely a bit more on the confetti side, but manageable in my opinion. Where you're gonna have the confetti, and if you don't like confetti, you may struggle with this particular area, but it's one part of the canvas, and honestly, I was surprised with the amount of color blocking that this kit had. The Christmas tree was full of confetti though. This is definitely the part of the canvas that took me the longest, which honestly wasn't too bad because I had these areas of like color blocking, and then once I finished those areas, I was like, okay, time to get out the green, the 4 or 5 shades of green, and time to nail down the Christmas tree. And I liked that it took up the majority of this side of the canvas because I would work through my sections and I would have, you know, all the areas of color blocking, and then I'd be like, okay, some confetti. I would finish the confetti areas, and then I'm like, all right, time for some line blocking, some color blocking, we're good. I would finish this row, and then I would come back up to the tree, work on my confetti, and then kind of work my way through the more color blocky areas. That to me is tolerable. I do not like when an entire canvas is just confetti heavy. So you have like 30 of the 50 colors in one small square. I hate that. But this type of confetti I enjoy because it keeps me like engaged with the kit. As much as I love color blocking, I also don't want a diamond painting that's just color blocking because that can get kind of boring, to me at least. So I felt like this was a really great mix of both. It kept me engaged, but also if there was like spots where I was getting a little bit frustrated, I was like, it's okay, you just have to get through this, and then you're gonna have like a little bit of an easier section. So that was how I felt about the drill field. I thought it was very manageable, especially for this large size. I don't want a ton of confetti in any canvas, but especially in one of these like 95 centimeter long kits, I really don't want that much confetti. Let's see. I already told you guys about the rendering, which I love. I talked to you about the crystal garland or tinsel, which I really, really loved. I think that was like such a good touch. And then, oh, I also wanted to talk to you about the other special drills. So like I mentioned, we had 1 AB and 4 fairy dust drills. Is that what I said earlier? I feel like I said something different. I felt like the placement of the special drills was really, really nice in this kit. I love when companies are like very intentional about their special drill placement. And I feel like this is something that Diamond Art Club has kind of like nailed down over the last year or so. I feel like they've gotten better about being quite intentional with where they're putting special drills versus in the past with them and with other companies. Sometimes it feels like companies are just like, here's 5 ABs, here's 4 crystals, here's, you know, 5 glitter drills, and it's just too much. And sometimes they don't make sense. I feel like the placement of the special drills for this one made a ton of sense. Again, like I said twice already, we have the crystal. There are also fairy dust drills and some ABs on the ornaments, kind of where the lights would be peeking out, where you get that like reflection on an ornament. There's also some green fairy dust drills throughout the tree, which I feel like kind of gave it that glisten type effect that you get from Christmas lights. I thought that was really, really nice. The lights above the window here have a ton of the yellow AB, but in a way that works. They're not just like all AB. It's kind of in certain areas of the light. They also have the fairy dust drill, I believe. Yes, there's also the white fairy dust drill. I'm trying to think of where else. There are some ABs and fairy dust drills on the presents, which I think looks very nice because you have the lights or the sparkle from the tree, which would kind of give that reflection. The only spot that I was kind of like, I could have kind of done without the AB was on the dog. So the top of the dog here is yellow AB. I don't know that I really needed that. I think I would have been fine with just having a regular you know, like a regular drill, one of the other colors that are there. It's cute though. I don't mind it. It just isn't really necessary to me. But overall, I think the special drill placement was really, really nice on this one. I do have one little thing that I often talk to you guys about, And that was the glue on this one. Unfortunately, the glue, it just wasn't it for me. There wasn't enough of it. Some areas of the kit felt like it didn't have any, and then others it was just so slippery. So the drills were just like, I would go to place one down and it would be like moving all around, or I wouldn't be able to get it off of my multi-placer because there wasn't enough glue to grab the drill from the putty that I had in my multi-placer. So definitely wish that the glue had been more evenly distributed or cured better. I don't really know. When I describe it to you, like what the glue feels like, I don't really know what the problem is. I don't manufacture diamond paintings, and I can never really decide if it's that there isn't enough glue, or it wasn't cured long enough, or the cover went on too early. I don't know the logistics of it. All I know is I want more glue or I want it to be the right consistency. So unfortunately, that was a bit of a miss on this one for me. However, I still completed the kit. I don't think I've ever not finished a kit from this company or other companies where I've had glue issues, because if I start that kit, I'm going to power through. But it's something that I've been keeping tabs on for probably about 2 years now. I often talk about the glue and the adhesive in my post reviews, and it's just something that I like to keep track of, and I like to share it with you guys. So if you work on this kit, definitely let me know how the glue is in your opinion. If you notice any issues. I do feel like over the last couple of years, we have seen a little bit of a decline in the glue quality, and I've heard some things that it's improving, which is awesome. And for me, which is really weird is like, it's not every kit. It's like, maybe this kit's not so great, but then the next one I work on feels like old Diamond Art Club glue. So I don't really know what's happening. I'm hoping that we're gonna start seeing some more consistent, I guess, adhesive on the Diamond Art Club paintings, and I look forward to that. So those are my thoughts on this painting. Overall, I really, really loved it. I will go ahead and pop up another full-length image for you guys here. So glad that I pushed myself with this kit, and so glad that I was able to finish it before the end of 2024. Let's go ahead and talk about my accessories. Oh, wait. I have to talk to you guys about the drills. Where is my trash? Oh, right. I forgot to talk to you guys about the trash drills. Now, just for a baseline with you guys, I keep all of my trash so that I can show it to you guys in these videos. However, I really don't have an issue with trash drills unless I run out of a color. I did not run out of anything in this particular diamond painting. And for the size, I feel like this really isn't bad. The size on this one, again, is a 69.9 by 93.8. So here is all the trash I had for this kit. And for that size diamond painting, I do not think this is bad by any means. I did have some drills that had mostly holes in the top were the issue. I also have some that are like stuck together, which is something that I generally notice with square drills from any company. But yeah, mostly these are drills that have holes in the top or like a chunk missing out of the corner. Some of them had like little pieces of another color on top. So really nothing too bad. And again, I didn't run out of any color. So I'm pretty happy with that amount of trash. Other than that, the drills honestly were really good. It's been a while. I'm trying to think of the last time I worked on a Diamond Art Club square. Squares in general, not just from Diamond Art Club, squares as a whole have not been my favorite over the last year. I think it ended up being that like only 5 of the kits that I finished in 2024 were square drills, including this one. So just overall, square drills kind of haven't been my thing. But as a whole, like, you know, as a whole, I feel like these ones were pretty good. I didn't notice any gapping. I didn't notice like any, oh gosh, what's the word? I want to say buckling, but I know that's not the word that we use in diamond painting. I didn't notice any drills like popping up or anything like that. They fit together very nicely. I do believe that these are the newest, the newest version of Diamond Art Club squares, and I had really good luck with them. They fit the drill field really well. So I was happy with that. Drills or squares definitely still aren't my favorite, but it was nice to have a good square kit that I enjoyed actually working on. Okay, so that's it for drills. Let's talk about my accessories. First up, I have my tray. This is from Bijou Bliss. This was one of their custom two-way or two-tone colorways. Is that right? Two-tone colorway. Yeah, that sounds right. I went back to work today and my brain hurts. Like, after being off for 12 days, going back to work sucks. And I walked into my computer literally like blown up. Nothing was working. I don't know what happened while I was gone. Anyway, I digress. I chose these colors. We have red on the outside with a green grid. I really like the Bijou Bliss trays. My pen is from Norse Alchemist. I love this pen, and I love this pen shop. I need to check their Etsy and see if they're still open. I think I have 3 pens from them, and I love them all. So I would definitely like to pick up a few more at some point, but how could I not? This is like the perfect Christmas pen. Love that one. And it matched this kit perfectly with the red and the green, and then we have those like silver crystals. I thought it was perfect. I used this little trash minder. Bree from Painting with Pitties made me this. I have this one and I have another one. I think she gave me this last year, maybe for my birthday. I also used Bree's putty, which is Pitty Putty in the scent Balsam. This was from her advent calendar last year and it smells so good. Unfortunately, Bree is no longer making putty, which is such a bummer. And then my cute little reindeer hot cocoa mug cover minder, I believe, is from Galloway's Gallery. And where is my... Oh, I did use my nail saver tool from Kevin's DP Pens. If you use Elizabeth Ward containers, you need this. It's amazing. And then my really adorable washi tape, cute little gingerbread guys with the red and green top and bottom there, is from Amanda Michelle Designs. So that is everything for today's video. I will go ahead and pop up one more picture for you guys here. All in all, I really enjoyed this kit. It's so funny though, because for some reason my brain is like, pack this up now, because I put all of my 2024 kits into my like storage bag things, and I rolled this one up and put it away and put it towards the bottom before I even took a finished photo for Instagram. So I had to dig it out, let it flatten a little bit so I could take a picture. I took the picture, I rolled it up, I put it back into the storage bag. And then this morning I was getting ready for work and I was like, why did I put that diamond painting away? I need to film a post review. So before I left for work, I pulled it out, I let it flatten for the day, and here I am filming this video. Now I can actually put it away. Yay. And then I have a clean, fresh, empty storage area for all of my finishes in 2025, which is very exciting. So with that, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's Post Review Friday. I have some more videos for you guys that I need to post, so you will be seeing me over the next few days. I promise the daily videos will end at some point, although some of you might be sad about that, but at some point we'll get back to my regular schedule. But until I get everything that wraps up 2024 done, I will be posting daily. Who knows how long that will be for. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!